Picture yourself behind the wheel, winding along southern Italy's breathtaking coastline. The sun glints off the endless blue, and the sea sparkles invitingly beside you, its waves gently lapping at the shore. It's the kind of drive that feels like a dream, one where every curve reveals another postcard-perfect view, and the salty breeze fills your lungs with a sense of freedom and peace. But this place, renowned for its beauty and tranquility, hides a wild side. Nature, as enchanting as it is, can turn fierce without warning. In just moments, the calm can give way to chaos, and the familiar can become unrecognizable. That's exactly what happened near the town of Silla on January 13, 2026. Out of nowhere, a sudden storm unleashed massive waves that crashed over the seawall, flooding the coastal road. Cars were caught off guard, drivers trapped as the water surged around them, turning a routine drive into a terrifying ordeal. The peaceful journey was shattered in seconds. Water poured over the asphalt, forcing people to scramble for safety. Video footage captured the chaos. Towering waves slamming the road, sea spray shooting high into the air, and vehicles quickly engulfed by the relentless flood. The scene was both mesmerizing and terrifying, a stark reminder of how quickly things can change. Just moments before, drivers had been admiring the view, perhaps snapping photos, or chatting with friends. Suddenly they found themselves face to face with a wall of water, their cars no match for the sea's raw power. The shock and disbelief were written on every face. This wasn't just another dramatic news story. It was a powerful lesson in the unpredictability of nature. Even the most familiar and beloved places can become dangerous in a matter of seconds. For locals and tourists alike, it was a wake-up call to never underestimate the forces at play along the coast. In the next scenes, we'll dive deeper into what caused this sudden disaster. We'll explore the unique conditions that made these waves so destructive, hear from experts, and uncover what lessons we can take away to stay safer in the future. The sea's beauty is undeniable, but it always demands our respect and a healthy dose of caution, no matter how calm it may seem. The drama unfolded on the scenic road between Silla and Cianalea, two picturesque Calabrian towns perched on the edge of southern Italy. This stretch of coastline is famous for its breathtaking beauty, where the turquoise waters of the Tyrrhenian Sea meet rugged cliffs and centuries-old villages. But beneath the postcard-perfect surface, this area is also known for its vulnerability to the elements. The route hugs the coastline so closely that drivers feel as if they're suspended between land and sea, with panoramic views unfolding at every turn. Yet, this proximity comes at a cost. There is little to shield travelers from the ocean's unpredictable moods. The road's beauty is matched only by its exposure to the forces of nature. With only a low stone wall separating cars from the open water, the road is highly vulnerable to storm surges and high tides. When the sea grows restless, waves can easily breach this modest barrier, sending spray and debris onto the asphalt and making travel treacherous. The Strait of Messina's powerful currents, combined with the coastline's unique curves and inlets, can amplify the energy of incoming waves. During storms, these natural features funnel the sea's force directly onto the road, turning a scenic drive into a dangerous ordeal. Even locals, who have spent their lives attuned to the sea's rhythms and moods, were taken aback by the sheer size and force of the waves that battered the coast that day. Many had never witnessed such intensity, despite years of living beside the water. The event was a stark reminder that living beside the ocean means accepting its risks as part of daily life. The same waters that bring beauty and bounty can also bring danger and destruction, often with little warning. Nature's surprises can test even the most prepared communities, challenging their resilience and forcing them to adapt. In moments like these, the strength of local bonds and the importance of readiness become clear. The beauty of this coast is undeniable, but it comes with exposure, and sometimes, real danger. The same sunlit shores that attract visitors from around the world can quickly transform under stormy skies. On that day, the sea's power overwhelmed everything in its path. leaving a lasting impression on all who witnessed nature's raw force unleashed along this beautiful but exposed coastline. In a matter of seconds, what began as a tranquil drive along the coast was shattered by the unexpected. The gentle hum of tires on asphalt, the salty breeze, and the calm blue horizon, all of it changed in an instant. Without warning, a towering wave exploded onto the road, crashing over the seawall and engulfing cars in a violent torrent of water and debris. The sheer force of nature was overwhelming, leaving drivers with nowhere to go. Drivers were completely blindsided. One moment, the skies were clear and the road was dry. The next, windshields vanished behind a wall of green and white, and the world outside was replaced by chaos. The impact rocked vehicles violently, flooding interiors within seconds and making the road itself disappear beneath a surging tide. Panic set in as water rushed in, soaking seats and shorting out electronics. Video footage captures a white car battered by relentless waves, its driver struggling to maintain control as the once familiar road is transformed into a raging river. The power of the ocean was undeniable. This wasn't just a single wave, but a relentless barrage, each new surge renewing the flood, trapping cars and drivers in a terrifying cycle. With every wave, the water rose higher, and the sense of panic deepened. Debris churned in the swirling water, from driftwood to road signs, adding to the danger and making escape even more treacherous. For many, the only hope was to escape before the next wave struck. Engines roared as drivers tried to outrun the water, weaving between stranded vehicles and floating debris. What was once a beautiful scenic drive had become a terrifying trap, a place where every second counted and hesitation could mean disaster. For those caught in the surge, survival depended on quick thinking, courage, and a bit of luck. Some abandoned their vehicles, wading through chest-deep water to reach higher ground. The ocean's fury was absolute, leaving no room for hesitation, and reminding everyone of the raw, unpredictable power of nature. Instinct took over. Drivers had to escape. The only option: reverse, fast. Brake lights flared as cars scrambled backward, fighting panic and poor visibility. Reversing on a narrow, wave-soaked road was chaos, every driver for themselves, dodging both water and each other. The footage shows desperation, cars backing up as the sea kept coming. Every second counted, the next wave always looming. Despite the confusion, drivers managed to retreat to safety. No injuries, no major collisions. Their quick action prevented disaster. The flooded road, left empty, was a silent testament to the power they'd just escaped. The lesson was clear. When the sea comes for the land, retreat is the only wise move. That day, survival depended on speed and respect for nature. The memory will linger long after the water recedes. These waves weren't random, they were the result of a perfect storm. A powerful weather system whipped up gale-force winds over the Tyrrhenian Sea, sending energy into the water. As waves approached the shallow coast, they grew taller and steeper, a process called shoaling. The coastline's shape and underwater topography funneled this energy right onto the exposed road. If a storm surge coincided with high tide, the water level rose even higher, making it easy for waves to overtop the sea wall. This combination, strong winds, focused wave energy, and high water, created the dramatic, destructive event. Some stretches were hit harder than others, simply because of how the land and sea interact. It was a textbook case of nature's forces aligning for maximum impact. The danger wasn't just getting wet. A single wave can slam a car with tons of force, enough to shatter windows or push vehicles off the road. Flooded roads mean instant loss of control. Cars can hydroplane or even float, swept away by the current. The water hides hazards, potholes, drop-offs, and debris that can disable or overturn a car. Seaweed, rocks, and driftwood become projectiles, smashing glass and threatening anyone inside. Salt water is deadly for engines and electronics. Flooded cars are often ruined beyond repair. For those drivers, escaping the waves was about more than safety. It was about saving their vehicles from destruction. The sea's power is relentless, and its dangers are many. In moments like these, the risks become terrifyingly real. The lesson: never underestimate what the ocean can do. Water is gentle until it isn't. The Italian incident proved how quickly the sea's power can overwhelm even our best defenses. Just 6 inches of fast-moving water can knock you down. 2 feet can float a car. Once a vehicle is adrift, it's at the mercy of the current. That's why authorities warn: never drive through flooded roads. The sea shapes coastlines over millennia, but sometimes it shows its force in a single afternoon. For those caught in the waves, the lesson was unforgettable. The land we build on is always in negotiation with the ocean. Respect for nature isn't optional, it's survival. The memory of that day will change how these drivers see the sea forever. Coastal living is beautiful, but it demands vigilance. Always check weather and marine warnings before traveling near the sea. If storms or high waves are forecast, change your plans. No view is worth the risk. Never try to drive through water on the road. Your car can be swept away in seconds. If trapped, retreat to higher ground if it's safe to do so. For residents, have an emergency plan and know evacuation routes. Prepare your home for storms and follow local guidance. Above all, respect the ocean. Never turn your back on it. Sneaker waves and sudden surges can strike without warning. Stay alert, stay prepared, and you can enjoy the coast safely. The Scylla incident was a vivid reminder. We are guests on the edge of a powerful world. The sea's energy can shatter our routines in moments. Quick-thinking drivers avoided tragedy, but the lesson is universal. As storms grow stronger and seas rise, these events may become more common. We need resilient infrastructure, smart planning, and public awareness. The ocean offers beauty and inspiration, but also demands respect. Remember the story of the drivers who faced the waves. Admire the sea, but never forget its power.